I'm David Irving, head coach, Tulsa Roughnecks FC. I'm from the north of England, the northwest. Started to play for my local team, Workington. Played for England youth under 18s, and eventually I was transferred to Everton Football Club in the early 70s. Stayed there for 4 or 5 years and progressed to Oldham in the old second division, and ended up coming to the United States on loan for a summer, and played for the Fort Lauderdale Strikers back in the 70s, when Pelé, Beckenbauer, when the NSL was at its peak, the old NASL, not the NSL of today. So I've been fortunate, and my travels did leave Fort Lauderdale and come to Tulsa for a brief encounter. It was a couple of months. Yeah, I happened to score a few goals I played 7, probably 8 games and scored a few goals. It was a great time. There was a lot of characters on that team, and some of them characters are still in Tulsa today. And Tulsa was always a tough place to come. I came here with the Strikers and with Atlanta, and this place was the worst place to come in the league. Nobody wanted to come here, you know. It was a tough place to come and play, and the fans and the players. Nobody would like to come here. In the great cosmos of them days, I think they hated to come to Tulsa. So I've been a head coach of the Wilmington Hammerheads in USL Pro for the last 15 years. We're a great organization, a great ownership group. Did a lot of wonderful things. Won a national championship, been to the finals 3 times. We brought Sunderland over from England, Sheffield Wednesday, international games. There was a change in ownership in within the last 12 months or so, and it was time to move on, and just glad to be here in Tulsa and put the Roughnecks back on the map. Obviously, you've got to change with the times. I've been coaching 25 years or so. The players are different today. You can't rule with an iron fist no more. You have to change with the times. Everybody tweets and cell phones and stuff, and even on the buses, we go on a bus and they're tweeting to the guy in the next seat rather than talk to him. So things are changing. Things have changed, and you've got to move with the times. But I'm pretty much the same every day. I'm not a coach that's irate or down. I'm pretty level-headed. Every day you'll see the same person. You guys will see the same person. Do I get excited? Yeah, I get excited at the games, and that I wouldn't be if I wasn't passionate. But I think over the years, when you come out as a coach from playing, you sit on that sideline and you want to fight every decision from the referees, and you tend to get ejected and get a bad reputation. But I'll tell you what, the older you get, they beat you down, and you just sit there a little docile, and you just take it on the chin basically, because it's a fight that you can't win. And I've found that over the years that no matter what you say, you're not going to win that battle. So the referee's in charge, and it's a difficult job for the referees. But all I ask is that they're consistent, and I think that's where most of the firiness comes from coaches, is related to the referees and the officials, as you might say. But they have a tough job. But as I say, over the years you tend to mellow, and you just take it on the chin a little bit. Football's, it's my life. It's been my life, and I've been in it all my life. And I'm blessed in that I'm able to still, it's a game, it's never a job. The day that I call it a job, I think I'll just go get the golf clubs out every day and that'll be it. But it's never a job, it's a privilege. We've got to do some other things, but once we get on the field and coaching and putting the cones down and getting involved with the players, and that's what gets your juices going, and that's what fires me up. And the big thing that fires me up, that we've got to play them guys from down the street 4 times. What do they call them? Energy or something? But we play them 4 times, so hopefully that's 12 points. I've been traveling quite a bit. This video isn't long enough to tell you where I've been in the last couple of months since I was hired, but that's part and parcel of the game. Every club is different, their structure, their budget, everything. And I know what the budget is, I know what the situation is, so we've got to look for players that fit into the way we're going to play, and obviously into the structure of our club. It's exciting, but it's not easy. Pre-season, if you ask any coach, is probably the worst month or so of your life. You've got to get rid of players. Players come in, players leave. And you got to tell some of these players, I'm sorry, thanks, but no thanks. And that's always difficult, And you got to house them, bring them in. And so it's stressful for the players, it's stressful for the coaching staff, but it's exciting. It's exciting. You look outside, we've got this great, wonderful facility to play in. It's unbelievable, and the players that we're signing, trying to tell them about a little bit of history about who the Tulsa Roughnecks were. They weren't even born. They probably even had a twinkle in their parents' eyes. Maybe their parents know about the Tulsa Roughnecks, but they wouldn't. And I get that quite a bit. Yeah, my dad used to watch you play. My granddad used to watch you play. Now that's scary, you know. But it's all part and parcel of the game. But finding players is tough, and you've got to deal with all these agents, you know. And I think this year there's more agents than ever. The league is getting tougher. We've got all these MLS teams coming in. So there's a lot more teams, a lot of players around, a lot of agents around. So every year the landscape changes considerably. But that's just what you're going to deal with, and we got to put a team together that would be very worthy of representing Tulsa, the community, and our organisation. And they got to, not just about playing, they got to be good citizens. They got to believe in what we're trying to do. As I say, we got to put Tulsa Roughnecks on the map, and we got to get players that are committed to the club and want to, you know, do what it takes to do what we need to do to put Tulsa back on the soccer map. You know, soccer is entertainment. Okay, people pay to come and watch us play, and I tell this to the players that this is their best job that they'll ever have, is playing soccer. And when you go onto that field, you need to give 110% because there's people paying good money to come and watch you, and we need to express ourselves. We won't be sitting back defending. We're going to try to make it entertaining. We're going to try to score as many goals as we can. And that's my philosophy. I like attacking football, and we will try to make One Oak Field a fortress for the Tulsa Roughnecks.